Okay, so you're thinking about bankruptcy, right? But you're worried about lawyer costs, like on top of everything else you're dealing with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, can I even afford to get out of debt?
Right.
But what if I told you that filing for bankruptcy was actually cheaper than staying in debt? That's the kind of mind-blowing idea we're looking at from Chapter 8 of the complete book on bankruptcy
Oh, yeah.
by Peter Francis, Geraci Law.
It really is a powerful shift in perspective.
Yeah.
And that's why we're taking the time to really break down this chapter with you.
Yeah, this chapter really drives home the point that it's not about how much a lawyer charges up front.
Right.
It's about getting the right legal help
Exactly.
to set you up for success.
We need to be thinking about long-term financial health, not just the immediate cost.
Right.
I mean, think of it this way.
Okay.
Would you let a friend perform surgery on you just because they offered the cheapest rate?
Probably not.
Probably not right.
Yeah.
You'd want someone with experience and a proven track record.
Yeah.
Bankruptcy is no different.
And speaking of experience,
Yeah.
this chapter talks about the dangers of falling for the cheap lawyer trap.
Oh, yeah.
You know the guy with the website that looks like it was built in 1998, answering his phone in the middle of a traffic court case?
Oh, totally.
It's almost comical.
It is, until you realize the potential consequences.
Right.
Bankruptcy is a complex legal process with long-lasting implications. You need an attorney who understands the intricacies of the law, someone who can protect your assets, and guide you towards the best possible outcome.
The book paints a really vivid picture of what can go wrong with an inexperienced lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
You might think you're getting a great deal, but then suddenly there are hidden fees.
Yeah.
Your case gets mishandled, and you end up in a worse position than you started.
It's like trying to save a few bucks by hiring an amateur electrician to rewire your house.
Right.
Sure, it might seem cheaper up front, but the potential for disaster down the line is huge.
This chapter actually lays out some typical upfront costs for both Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcies.
Okay.
So Chapter 7, which is often called liquidation bankruptcy, might cost between $800 and $1,500 up front.
Okay.
Chapter 13, which is more about restructuring your debt and making payments over time, has manageable court costs, and the attorney fees are usually included in your repayment plan.
So the important thing to remember is that these are just estimates.
Yeah.
The actual costs can vary depending on your individual situation and the complexity of your case. But you're right, it's not about that initial number.
Yeah.
It's about what you stand to gain in the long run by making a strategic decision about your financial future.
The book asks a pretty thought-provoking question here.
Okay.
If you had the money to pay off your debts today, wouldn't you? So why hesitate when bankruptcy offers a legal way to address those debts?
It's a compelling point. Often the cost of not filing for bankruptcy can be far greater than the legal fees involved.
Oh, wow.
Think about the mounting interest charges, the constant stress and worry, the damage to your credit score.
Yeah.
These are real costs that can have a significant impact on your life.
And that's where Geraci Law really sets itself apart.
Okay.
They don't just take on any case that walks through the door.
Great.
The chapter mentions that they sometimes advise against bankruptcy
Wow.
if they believe it's not the right solution for you.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that really impressed me.
It really demonstrates a commitment to ethical practice and a genuine desire to help people find the best path forward.
Right.
Even if it means not taking on a new client.
They also put a huge emphasis on protecting your assets.
Okay.
You know, things like your house, your car, your retirement savings.
Yeah.
The things you've worked hard for.
Right.
They have a proven track record of helping people keep what's rightfully theirs while still getting the debt relief they need.
That peace of mind is priceless.
Yeah.
Knowing that you have a team of experienced professionals fighting to protect your interests can make all the difference in the world when you're going through something as challenging as bankruptcy.
This chapter also stresses the importance of having a face-to-face consultation with a lawyer before making any decisions about bankruptcy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A reputable lawyer isn't going to give you specific advice over the phone without fully understanding your financial situation. They need to review your income expenses, assets, and debts to determine the best course of action.
Okay.
And a free consultation is the perfect opportunity to ask questions, get a sense of the lawyer's approach, and see if they're the right fit for you.
It's like dating, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't marry someone based on a quick phone call.
Exactly.
You need to spend time with them, get to know their values, and see if you're compatible. Bankruptcy is a big decision,
Ah.
and choosing the right lawyer is just as important.
It is. It's a partnership, really. You want someone you trust.
Yeah?
Someone who will fight for your best interests, and someone who will be there to guide you through every step of the process.
And speaking of choosing wisely,
Yeah.
this chapter points out that Geraci Law is very different from those cheap lawyers
Oh, yeah.
who might cut corners or make promises they can't keep.
They're upfront about the fact that quality legal representation comes at a price.
Right.
And attempting to cut corners can lead to costly mistakes and added stress down the road. They even say that $500 might have been enough for a bankruptcy back in 1975.
Wow.
But in today's world, you definitely get what you pay for.
It's a powerful reminder that when it comes to something as important as your financial future,
Right.
you shouldn't settle for anything less than the best.
You're absolutely right. Investing in experienced legal counsel is an investment in your future, and it can make all the difference in the outcome of your case.
So if you're considering bankruptcy, don't let fear of upfront costs stop you from exploring this option.
Yeah.
Remember, the cost of inaction can be far greater.
It's about taking control of your finances and making informed decisions that align with your long-term goals.
And remember, the information we're sharing today should not be considered legal advice.
Exactly. This is not a substitute for consulting with a qualified attorney.
Right.
If you're facing financial challenges, it's essential to seek personalized advice from a legal professional.
And as the chapter mentions, past results do not guarantee similar outcomes.
Of course.
Every case is unique, and your individual circumstances will determine the best course of action.
And it's important to remember that listening to this does not establish an attorney-client relationship with Geraci Law or any of its attorneys.
So if you're looking for personalized advice regarding your financial situation or potential bankruptcy options, we strongly encourage you to reach out to a qualified attorney.
Geraci Law offers free consultations to help you make informed decisions, so don't hesitate to contact them today to learn more.
They're ready and waiting to help you navigate this journey and find the best path to financial freedom.
Now let's move on and discuss Geraci Law's approach to helping you get back on your feet financially.
One of the things that really stood out to me in this chapter was
Yeah.
how Geraci Law focuses on getting you back on solid financial ground after bankruptcy. They don't just help you get out of debt, they want to see you thrive.
That's right. The book mentions how many of their clients actually qualify for home mortgages
Wow.
soon after filing for bankruptcy.
I know, I was surprised.
Right.
But it makes sense when you think about it.
Of course, bankruptcy can dramatically improve your debt-to-income ratio.
Okay.
A key factor lenders consider when evaluating mortgage applications.
Okay, so for anyone who's not familiar with this financial jargon,
Right.
debt-to-income ratio is basically how much of your monthly income goes toward paying off debts. A lower ratio signals to lenders that you're more financially stable and less risky.
Precisely so. While it might seem counterintuitive, bankruptcy can actually pave the way
Yeah.
for you to achieve those big financial goals,
Wow.
like buying a home.
It's like hitting the reset button on your finances and getting a fresh start. No wonder Geraci Law is known for helping clients achieve better credit
Right.
and faster results.
And this chapter really emphasizes that Geraci Law doesn't discriminate when it comes to helping people.
Right.
They work with everyone regardless of their income level.
Okay.
Whether you're making $30,000 or $130,000 a year,
Wow.
they're dedicated to finding a solution that works for you.
That's a big deal because sometimes people feel like they're not broke enough for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Or they're too embarrassed to even ask for help.
Right.
But this chapter makes it clear that Geraci Law believes everyone deserves a chance to get their finances back on track.
Absolutely. They understand that financial hardship can affect anyone, and they're there to provide support every step of the way. And they encourage anyone who's struggling to take that first step and schedule a free consultation.
Yeah.
It's an hour dedicated to helping you make an informed decision without any pressure or cost.
And as the book points out, over 500,000 people file for Chapter 7 or Chapter 13 bankruptcy every year.
That's a huge number.
Yeah.
And it really drives home the point that you're not alone in this.
Right. It shows that you're not a failure or a bad person for experiencing financial challenges, and that bankruptcy can be a viable solution for many.
It's a reminder that seeking help and exploring all your options is a sign of strength, not weakness.
And I love how Geraci Law wants you to focus on getting out of debt,
Yeah.
not stressing about your credit score.
Because while a good credit score is important, it's not the be-all and end-all. Sometimes you need to take a step back and address the underlying financial issues that are holding you back.
Yeah. Exactly. Geraci Law believes that taking control of your finances and seeking a fresh start is the most important step you can take. And they have the experience and expertise to guide you through that process effectively and compassionately.
And speaking of experience, this chapter highlights some impressive credentials.
Ooh.
Geraci Law has over 50,000 five-star reviews from satisfied clients.
Wow.
They've been serving clients for over 40 years.
That's amazing.
And they were founded by the legendary Peter Francis Geraci himself. Talk about a legacy.
Seriously. With their attorneys boasting a combined experience of over 600 years in bankruptcy law.
Wow.
You know, you're in capable hands. That's a whole lot of expertise under one roof.
It's clear that they've dedicated themselves to this field and to helping people navigate the complexities of bankruptcy law. And it's not just about legal expertise. It's about the human element, too.
Yeah.
The book really highlights the heart and soul of Geraci Law.
Yeah.
The empathy, the genuine desire to help people get back on their feet.
It's not just a business to them. It's a mission they've counseled over 900,000 people about debt-free options.
That's incredible.
Which is incredible.
And it speaks volumes about their commitment to empowering individuals with knowledge, providing them with the tools and support they need to make informed decisions.
Yeah.
And guiding them toward a more stable and secure financial future.
This whole conversation has been so eye-opening.
Yeah.
And it's reminded me of something Geraci Law offers that we haven't even touched on yet.
Okay.
Their free credit counseling course, available at infotapes.com.
Oh, that's a fantastic resource. It's packed with valuable information about bankruptcy credit debt.
Yeah.
And what bankruptcy can do for you.
It's like having a personal finance guru in your pocket. And the best part is it's completely free.
It's another example of Geraci Law's commitment to empowering individuals with knowledge and helping them make the best decisions for their financial well-being.
This episode has been such a roller coaster of information and insights. We've learned about the real cost of bankruptcy, the importance of choosing the right lawyer, and the incredible resources that Geraci Law provides.
We've challenged common misconceptions, explored the power of informed decision-making, and highlighted the importance of seeking professional guidance when navigating financial complexities.
But before we move on to the final part of this episode, there's one crucial thing we need to address. Remember, everything we've discussed today is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice.
That's right. This is not a substitute for consulting with a qualified attorney.
Right.
If you're considering bankruptcy or facing any legal issues, it's essential to seek personalized advice from a legal professional.
And as the chapter mentions, past results do not guarantee similar outcomes.
Of course.
Every case is unique, and your individual circumstances will determine the best course of action.
And it's important to remember that listening to this does not establish an attorney-client relationship with Geraci Law or any of its attorneys.
So if you're looking for personalized advice regarding your financial situation or potential bankruptcy options, we strongly encourage you to reach out to a qualified attorney.
Geraci Law offers free consultations to help you make informed decisions, so don't hesitate to contact them today to learn more.
They're ready and waiting to help you navigate this journey and find the best path to financial freedom. Now, let's move on and talk about some of the specific services that Geraci Law offers to help you get back on track.
So we've covered a lot of ground today, talking about the misconceptions surrounding bankruptcy costs and the importance of choosing the right legal representation.
We've also highlighted Geraci Law's commitment to ethical practice and their focus on empowering their clients to make informed decisions about their financial future.
But before we wrap things up, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier, the emotional cost of bankruptcy.
It's an aspect that often gets overlooked, but it's so crucial to acknowledge.
Filing for bankruptcy can be a deeply personal and emotionally charged experience.
This chapter in Peter Francis Geraci's book really emphasizes the emotional roller coaster people often go through. They might feel ashamed, overwhelmed, even like they've failed.
It's important to remember that financial struggles are incredibly common, and they don't reflect on your worth as a person.
Exactly. Life throws curveballs, and sometimes things happen that are outside of our control. What matters is how you respond to those challenges.
And that's where having a supportive and understanding legal team can make a world of difference.
Geraci Law seems to get that the chapter mentions their motto, nice people doing nice things for nice people. It sounds cheesy, but I think it speaks volumes about their approach.
It does. It suggests a level of compassion and empathy that can be so valuable during a difficult time.
Yeah.
They're not just processing paperwork, they're helping people navigate a life-changing event.
And they're committed to making the process as smooth and stress-free as possible, which is so important when you're already dealing with so much.
One of the ways they do this is by offering a wealth of educational resources, like the free credit counseling course we mentioned earlier.
Right, that course available at infotakes.com is a fantastic resource for anyone who wants to learn more about bankruptcy, credit debt, and the options available to them.
It's all about empowering individuals with knowledge so they can make the best decisions for their financial well-being.
And ultimately, that's what this whole conversation has been about,
Yeah.
making informed choices, seeking expert guidance, and taking control of your financial future.
Bankruptcy might not be the right solution for everyone.
Right.
But it's a powerful tool that can help people break free from the burden of debt and start fresh.
And if you're considering this option, we hope this episode has given you a better understanding of the process, the costs, and the importance of choosing the right legal representation.
Remember, the information we've shared today is for informational purposes only.
Right. And should not be considered legal advice if you're facing financial challenges. We strongly encourage you to seek personalized advice from a qualified attorney. And if you're looking for a team of dedicated professionals with a proven track record of success, we highly recommend reaching out to Geraci Law for a free consultation.
They're here to help you navigate this journey and find the best path to financial freedom. And remember, you're not alone in this. There is hope, and there is a way forward.
That's all for this episode. We hope you found this exploration of bankruptcy informative and empowering. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay financially savvy.